Fonio, West African grain could beat quinoa as trendy superfood. Fonio, a tiny grain that has been grown in West Africa for thousands of years, could overtake quinoa as the next trendy superfood in America. The name Fonio refers to a suite of wild and semi-domesticated species of millet belonging to the Digitariaceae genus, endemic to the vast savannas of West Africa. To order this super grain, visit www.veganchoicefoods.com or click the link below. Fonio has tiny, nutty-tasting seeds that are difficult to husk. It is fast-growing, has potential for selective breeding to improve production and use as a food. Some species reach maturity in only 6 to 9 weeks. Reliable crops can be grown in semi-arid areas with poor soils, after brief rainfall events. Fonio grain has outstanding nutrition potential because it is gluten-free and has high levels of essential amino acids, particularly cysteine and methionine. Full nutrition data is difficult to obtain because there is a wide range of species and it is not included in common nutrition data listings. Fonio grains have many versatile culinary uses in porridge, couscous, bread, sourdough products, salads, stews, various baked goods and even beer. Fonio nutrition. A summary of fonio nutrition is provided below in comparison with other grains. Data are from various sources. The major features are: the husked fonio grain contains 8-10 g of proteins, 80 g of carbohydrates, 3 g of fat and 6 g fiber and has about 460 calories per 100 g. It is lower in protein and fat than the other grains and richer in carbohydrates. The macronutrient contents are moderate and are not exceptional compared with the other grains. The outstanding nutrition attribute for fonio is the rich level of essential amino acids, which are much higher than for most other grains. The table below compares the amino acids in fonio with high-quality African maize, wheat, rye, barley and triticale. Fonio is a very rich source of methionine, cysteine, valine, leucine, tryptophan and tyrosine. The only amino acid that is lower than in other grains is lysine. Plant amino acids are extremely important for vegans and other vegetarians. These nutrients are low in most cereals and this is why fonio is regarded as a superfood. Comparing the protein in fonio with that for a whole egg in percentage terms highlights the value of this grain for vegans. Methionine 189%. Leucine 127%. Valine 90 to 100%. Tryptophan 90 to 100%. Threonine 90 to 100%. Phenylalanine 90 to 100%. Isoleucine 72%. Lysine 46%. According to the Malian Dogon tribe's mythology, the supreme creator made the universe by exploding one single grain of fonio inside the egg of the world. Their name for fonio grain is the, which means the germ of the world. Fonio grains are relatively rich in iron, calcium and manganese. Development of fonio as a grain to feed the world. The potential of fonio as a grain for human consumption and as a stock feed after commercial development has been reviewed. Key points are: fonio follows the growing popularity of whole grains which have been promoted for their health benefits. Fonio has always been consumed and prepared as a whole grain product. Fonio is a potential source of antioxidant phenolics. The fatty acids are healthy and may help lower cholesterol. There is some evidence that fonio helps diabetic patients in West Africa. Fonio proteins have similar composition to that of white rice, but have relatively higher levels of the sulfur amino acid, methionine and cysteine, linked to healthy hearts and nerve transmission. Fonio proteins appear to be less prone to denaturation than durum wheat protein. It is believed that fonio contain resistant starches which may reduce the glycemic and insulin response to starch in the diet. Fonio flour is very versatile, and apart from bread, can be used in a variety of baked goods and snacks such as cakes, slices, health bars, cookies for smoothies and high-protein sports drinks. Fonio grains have similar properties and usefulness as other ancient grains have been surfaced in the US and Europe in recent years, such as teff, amaranth, chia, quinoa, and various millet species. There is a need to improve productivity of Fonio and overcome the limitations of tedious manual harvesting. This affects price, but Fonio still has appeal as a trendy superfood. Fonio benefits for health. 1. The Fonio grain is great for your cardiovascular system. Fonio is a naturally gluten-free grain, plus it's a whole grain, meaning it has all the parts of the grain intact, explains Samantha Cassetti, MS, RDN. Making the switch from refined grains to whole grains, such as Fonio, is associated with a lower risk of stroke, type 2 diabetes, and heart disease, as well as better weight management, Cassetti says. This is because it's a good source of fiber. A half-cup serving provides 4% of the daily value, which is more than both millet and sorghum, along with plant-based protein. 2. It helps your skin and hair stay healthy. Fonio is also rich in iron, zinc, B vitamins, and the sulfur-containing amino acids methionine and cysteine. These amino acids are responsible for the growth and repair of body tissues, skin elasticity, hair and nail health, and protein synthesis. 3. It boosts your sleep and your gut microbiome. In addition, Cassetti notes that Fonio supplies meaningful levels of magnesium, which is a nutrient known to benefit your sleep cycle and something many Americans are deficient in. It's a strong source of gut-boosting antioxidants, too, she adds. Particularly a class of antioxidants known as phenols that feed your gut microbes. 4. Fonio can help keep blood sugars stable. And because the Fonio grain is a complex carbohydrate, meaning it is digested more slowly than sugars or refined grains, it can help sustain the body with energy throughout the day, notes Thiam. It is low glycemic, meaning is Fonio a good alternative to white rice, pasta, or couscous for those watching their blood sugar levels, like diabetics. 5. It's a good source of essential amino acids for those eating plant-based. For people who are strictly eating plant proteins, Fonio can help meet the needs for the essential amino acids we need to get through food, she adds. In fact, Fonio can meet up to 10% of an adult's requirements for almost all essential amino acids, the sole exception being lysine. How to cook Fonio? Start by checking out Yolil, which offers a range of easy-to-cook and eat Fonio options, including Fonio-based Dakar curry and other forms of Fonio pilaf, chips made from the Fonio grain, Fonio flour, and traditional West African jollof.